Hey guys, it's Jay here. Today's date is the 15th of March 2021. I hope you're all doing very well and life is treating you kind. So I went to the Mardi Gras on Saturday night at Aussie World. It was pretty cool, pretty epic, cannot complain. Um, so what I'm going to talk about today though is, shit. It's very different going to the Mardi Gras as a trans man to what it was when I went as a gay woman. Um, Obviously, Mardi Gras is gay pride, and transgender pride, pride for equality and all that stuff. But I knew when I went on Saturday night, there'd be a high chance that I'd get mistaken for a gay guy. Now, just to make things clear, I like my ladies, okay? I was a gay woman, now I'm a straight man. So when I went to the Mardi Gras, it was very interesting. I got hit on by a guy. That was interesting, but I was told him that I prefer women, and all was fine. But and then that led me to something else too. So when I was there was this girl that I thought was quite cute, and checked each other out. Blah blah blah. I didn't say anything to her because I'm just not that confident. And this is what I've noticed since transitioning. I am not confident with women. So when I was a gay woman, I had no problems going up to a girl and chatting her up and being a bit cheeky and flirtatious and all that stuff. I could get away with it. So as a gay woman, you could get away with more. As a man, though, I find if you go and talk to a girl, they're going to think you're some sleaze bag and all you want is their panani and stuff like that. And it's not true entirely. you know. But I definitely lack the confidence when it comes to talking to a girl. So I think what this is about is wondering when they find out that I'm trans, if they're still going to be interested in me, or are they going to be freaked out by the fact that I haven't got a penis? It's hard. So a friend of mine said to me today, she just said to me, go say hi next time. Have you got to lose? You've got nothing to lose. And this is true. This is a true point. And there's all tiny things, there's little sayings. It makes it easier. Like if I did talk to a girl and she rejected me, oh well, such is life. But I suppose you never know until you give it a go. But I definitely have found that my confidence is like when it comes to chicks. Like I said before, as a gay woman, women were, I don't mean to sound vain, but I definitely had no problems meeting a girl as a gay chick as I do as a trans man. Now, this is partly because of my own insecurities and my lack of self-esteem when it comes to chicks. But I never used to be like this, and it really bothers me. So I'm really trying to work on that and become more self-confident when it comes to birds. It's taken me by surprise a bit because, like I said, I used to could get away with so much as a gay chick, but these days as a man, it's like, fuck. It's a different world. It's you're looked at very differently by people than as you are as a woman or a gay woman. But as a man that passes 100%, it is different. Like, women are so wary of you. Like, as a gay chick, they're like, oh, hey, how you going? They give you a hug and think, oh, we think you're cool, rah, rah, rah. And then as a man, they're like, oh, hey, weird man. Like, it's so different. They talk about equal rights, that, women want equal rights. So I think it also goes to men, too. It's very, very judgmental out there, I'm finding. Like, I think women can be quite harsh on men, like we're all stuck in one category. Like, as far as most women are concerned, all men are pricks and just pussy chasers. And that's not so. Like, I'd love to have a girlfriend. I'm a nice guy and I treat my women very well, but men have a bad rap and that can make things awkward, especially when you're not, where you're learning on how to, because that's what I'm doing, I'm learning how to approach women. As a man, it's different and it's way more difficult because you have to be so much more aware of the stigma that I have to carry. So, like I've said 100 times before, even when you're walking down the street, a woman will cross the road because you're a guy. When I was a gay woman, women walked past me and gave you a big smile and said hello, but women just classify men as dangerous, and it's not all women, but majority of women definitely look at us like we're sexual predators, and that's it's really, really, really frustrating. Anyway, so next month I turn 6 years on testosterone. I went through some photo albums last night that we pulled out of the garage, and I found a few photos that were quite a blast from the past. And I was going through a few things yesterday, thinking about stuff after the Mardi Gras and about where I'm sitting in life, and I can't complain. Life is really sweet. Um, and then I started thinking about when I was a female and how much lighter I felt, and I think I felt lighter back then because I had more confidence. Anyway, I found a photo, and I've actually pinned this photo to my wall to remind myself to always remember who I am and to always stand proud no matter what society says and what the judgments may be. So I found this photo and I thought I'd show you guys. Now, I think I was 29 or 30 when this was taken. I was at a music festival. It was pretty cool. But you'll have a glimpse of how I used to look. I was real hippie back in the day and real alternative. I lived dressed very alternatively. But anyway, here's a pic, just in case any of you guys are wondering, because I've never shown any girly photos. I was never a girly girl. But yeah, that's what I used to look like roughly 6 years ago. Bit of a difference, eh? Yep. That was a really good day. That's a day I busted my kneecap and ended up on crutches for 3.5 months. But I had a great time. But yeah, blowout, eh? But I'm going to make a little photo timeline for my 60th year anniversary, and I'll stick that online for you guys. Okay, so, hair. As you can see, it's looking beautiful. Anyway, so, Regain. This is my 4th month on Regain. Best shit ever. Now, I did some research the other day, thinking, because it was only a 4-month program, I read about it to see if I had to continue using Regain after the 4 months, and it says I do. It's telling me if I stop using Regain, my hair's going to start falling out again after 6 to 9 months. So apparently, excuse me, when we put this Regain in the hair and massaging it in, what it's doing is actually stimulating the blood cells in our scalp, which is promoting the follicles to relive and regrow. Now, apparently, those hair follicles that have woken up are relying on the blood flow to keep them alive, and the blood flow is relying on the Regain. Now, also read about the same thing about minoxidil, which I used on my face. Now, minoxidil, I did a 6-month course, and I haven't touched it since. I think I used it for another couple of months on my weaker points around here, but it didn't do anything. So, I haven't touched minoxidil in, let's go 4 years, I think. 4 or 5 years. Oh, excuse me, I had a huge dinner. I think about 3 to 4, I think 4 years I haven't touched minoxidil, and this shit grows every day. It just grows. So I'm not going to do another course of Regain after this bottle's finished. I'm just going to see how it goes. Now my hair does start to thin out again and start becoming patchy in like a couple more months. Sure, I'll jump back on it because I know it works. But I'm just going to be interested to see if I need to continue using it or not. Now, Regain, the downside I'm finding to Regain is it makes your hair very dry and very brittle. So, I only just started using this last night because I thought, I've been using other like high protein shampoos and conditioners to try and keep it a bit more soft because I want to look after it, but it's always dry. And then I remembered I had Brill cream under my sink. Now, Brill cream is what they used to use in the 50s. Elvis Presley used Brill cream, and I love him. That's how I got onto the shit years ago. Brill cream. It is protein enriched. Very, very good for your hair. So, what I've started doing, because, when you lose your hair and you grow it back, you really want to look after it. You want to give it the best chance that it can have. So, I'll just get a little dab. Like that. Just a little bit. Gonna mush it. And I'm just going to lightly spread it through my hair. You don't want lots because Brill cream is quite greasy and oily. It used to give me bad zits in my hair, and I used to have wicked Elvis Presley hair. Like, I had the best Elvis hair when I was like 25. Anyway, you don't want to use too much because it is quite oily and greasy. So you just need a little bit. So I'm just going to, as you can see, just run it through just to give it a little bit of love. Now, you can see my hair is super curly. Like, it's so annoying. It curls. It's so annoying. So once I use that, I use this thing. I think people call it a horse brush. I'm not too sure. It's just a little one, like $2 from Coles. Nothing major. I'm just going to, brush it down a bit because I don't like having curly hair. So the problem with having curly or super wavy hair is it sticks up, which is going to show more scalp, which is going to make it look thinner than what you are. So I always brush mine downwards, and it's the weight is starting to pull on it, which is good. I don't sweep it to the left like I used to all the time, because now I've got more hair. I can actually just kind of, you know, play with it a bit. You can actually put a bit of style to it now without it looking like I'm trying to hide, because I've actually got hair to work with. So yeah, I'm going to see how that goes. So I'm just going to do that every morning and every night. I'll probably do it after 10 minutes after I put my regain in, give that time to soak in, then I'll put the Brill cream in, and hopefully that'll stop me feeling so brittle and shitty. So see how that goes. But yeah, life is good apart from the self-confidence things with girls. Like, I'd really like a girlfriend. I just have problems approaching women and don't know how to break the ice anymore. You know, it's hard being a trans man, and was hard on, not so hard, but it was definitely entertaining being a trans man in a gay world, I guess, because you don't look trans. I'll just look like a normal guy and I come across as straight. And I am straight, don't get me wrong, that's not what I'm saying. It's kind of like I pass that well that you'd never think I'm trans. So that thing about meeting women and telling them that you're trans and they run away, or the biggest thing I think is the rejection of them saying, oh sorry, I'm not into taco. Or the other thing is I don't want to be an experiment. So I don't want people to sleep with me just because they want to know what it's like to be with a trans man, or because they've never been with a woman before, but they're bi-curious and they want to know, and I'm a good stepping stone for that. I don't want to do that. I have these things called feelings, and I get hurt easily. So, you know, I just wanted to meet someone that's okay with who I am and actually like me for this part of me, and not worry too much about being a half man and I guess half woman. I'm a nice guy. No, it's just hard out there. Anyway, we all have that problem in life, eh? Hetero, gay, pan, whatever. People always trying to meet their match, and it's not that easy. Just a little bit harder than what I thought it would be. But that's okay. Anyway, I hope you're all doing well. Keep safe, and I will get that timeline together of my days as a woman. And I'll talk soon. Ciao.